Well, hello my beautiful people. Today I will be making something very special for Christmas, and welcome back to my channel Body by Pooja. So as you can see here, this is the star of the show. It has been kept in for years under brandy and whiskey. So our favorite brand, Jack Daniels, and not any Jack Daniel, it is Jack Daniel honey flavor. So we have been brewing it for quite some long time, almost maybe like 2-3 years or something. So the tutti frutti, kismis, all the cherries, plum, everything is inside this. Last night I just soaked it in an orange juice and orange zest along with the brandy and the whiskey mixture, and now I am just going to put it in a saucepan along with butter and sugar and make a nice yummy delicious sauce. So let's get right into it. So in this plate I have actually kept the dry ingredients ready. I am making a gluten-free Christmas plum cake. So I have actually washed, cleaned up the almonds, pitted the almonds, I grinded the almonds, roasted it even, and I also added the dry spices, which is cardamom, cinnamon, star anise, nutmeg, cloves, all the spices. So as you can see, everything is added, including ginger powder also, and I added some baking soda, baking powder, some salt, for taste. Ready. I added some cashew nuts also along with it. So let's just get back into it. This is not a cooking show. I am not going to be, showing all the detailed process on how to make this, because everybody has their own way of making it. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. Now let's just get back into the sauce. Now I'll be adding the butter to this. I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar, and I'm going to melt the sugar and butter together. Okay, so as you can see, we have been stirring and stirring just to bring it to a liquid level, and then we will be adding the mixture. Okay, so I have been stirring it for quite some long time. I think the sugar has been melted and mixed along with the butter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this mixture. And I'm going to mix it. Wow, look at that color. It's beautiful. Okay, now this is the state that it is being, cooked. Now I'm going to just put in a dash of vanilla essence. Now we're going to beat the egg whites, and we're going to add it to the batter towards the end. So I'm going to crack open the eggs. So I'm beating the eggs so that it forms a stiff peak. So as you can see right now, it has actually formed a sort of a stiff peak. I just have to beat it a little more, and then we can move to whisking this. I actually started whisking this, the yolk. So once it forms a nice thick texture, then we will combine all the ingredients and then we will start baking. Okay, so I'm going to take the mixture, whatever we had. I'm going to put this into the brandy and sugar and butter mixture, the concoction that we had actually made earlier. So I'm going to put the powder. So after actually boiling the mixture of the brandy and butter and sugar, we had actually kept it for like cooling down, because you obviously cannot add eggs to a very hot mixture because it will get cooked. Now I'm just going to mix this whole thing along with the batter. For the smell and that aroma, well, there is brandy, there's rum and whiskey into it, so it's giving that beautiful concoction and that beautiful aroma. Oh my god, I'm sure this cake is definitely going to taste really good and really delicious. This is actually my first try making this cake. I actually have never made this cake before, but obviously I had to do a lot of research. It's definitely gluten free, but it's not keto friendly. Like I said earlier, I do not use sweeteners because of the very fact that it does not sit very well with my gut. So sugar, obviously this whole thing I wouldn't be consuming it. Whole family is there, friends are there, they are definitely going to be, you know, wanting to try this. By the time we, you know, get a slice of it, I don't think I will be having anything left for me. It could be just probably a small piece of cake. So technically this is the consistency that you need for this beautiful plum cake. It needs to be thick, okay, and you just have to mix everything really well. I can't believe it, the first time has turned out to be the best. I hope it turns out to be a cake itself and it won't fall off. Okay, so I've beaten up the eggs, the yellow of the eggs, and I'm just going to pour it in little by little and then give it a good stir, you know. Now take the egg whites and fold it into the batter. You do not want to, you know, overbeat the egg, because then it will start separating. So I've got this tray, I've laid my parchment paper. Now I'm going to grease the pan and the parchment paper and pour the batter into this, and I will start to bake. Okay, so now I am actually going to pour the batter into the lined sheet. Okay, I'm just giving it a quick mix before I pour it. Okay, so I'm actually going to stick this in the oven. Oh my god. Okay, so I have actually put this in the oven. I'm not very sure if it is going to be the cake that I want it to be, but let's see. I am so tired, and finally I prepared a snack for myself, and it's with some Greek yogurt, banana, blueberries and cashew nuts. 15 minutes are over. Now waiting 30 more minutes for the cake to be ready. I hope it turns out to be a good cake, because I really worked very hard to make it work. So I actually went and checked on the cake, and the cake actually turned out well. But since it's not like any other normal sponge cake, obviously we have to wait for some time. So I'm just letting it cool down completely, and then I'll be able to, you know, take it off from the parchment paper, and then probably we can just wrap it, and then we can take it out on the Christmas day. Today is actually 22nd, so I have actually made this cake on the 22nd. I'm just going to wait until the 25th and then have the cake. exactly tasting the way how plum cake should taste. It is so delicious, it's yum. You can feel the richness of the alcohol, the dried fruits, and it's pretty sweet.
Well, that's it, folks. Merry Christmas and happy games next time.